Love it when it does that now in the video since I got the new microphone hooked it up. But welcome back to the Jesse Rucinski show. Today we're going to get into a few things just because I'm so far behind and everything, and there's a bunch of idiocy that happened today and stuff I want to get through. First, we're going to get into the speech President Biden that I didn't even know he was going to give when I woke up today. And well, honestly, I wasn't paying attention. Hoped he wasn't going to talk because it hurts my brain incessantly every time he does, but yet he keeps doing it. And today, he gave a speech talking about the problem with all of our ports and shipping and the backlog that's been happening for weeks and weeks and weeks. Literally, I've known about it for over a month. Now he's finally working with all these people to try to resolve the problem. I'm not trying to be a dick, but where in the hell have you been? Literally, like there's been a problem for months and months, and you're just now meeting with people. I could be crazy, but I mean, took him 10 days to talk to anyone about Afghanistan, all those generals, all of them, Milley, Austin, any of them. And it took him this long to do this. But I mean, he did talk about a few key points. He talked about how he signed the executive order when he got into office to help get the supply chain going the way it should and back in order. Well, congratulations, dickhead. We're coming up almost on 9 whole months that you've been in office. And the problem's still getting worse, in case no one's following along at home. The absurdity of that, like, that's why I signed this. Yeah, well, then why the hell are you doing something now, 9 months later? Like now. Like I'm slow at doing things like, cutting the grass. Who isn't? Like biggest form of peer pressure in your entire life. Never mind everyone talking about losing your virginity because they watch all the stuff, doing drugs, drinking. No, cutting the grass. That is the biggest thing of peer pressure ever when both your neighbors do it. And then it starts raining, so you have to wait days. So then you really look like an idiot. But I put off stuff like that. I don't put off, I don't know, getting our supply chain back in order for months on end. That kind of seems like a dumb thing to do. Again, I'm not the president of the United States. I'm not up on these things, but that kind of seems like a dumb thing to do. But moving on, he did say that they were working, they're going to open up ports, in Los Angeles and stuff 24/7 to help with the backlog and working with companies like UPS, FedEx, and Walmart, amongst others, to help move more supplies and march through the night so they can, try to at least get some of the stuff going somewhere. Like, I'm sorry, I don't care if you voted for him, if you love him, whatever the hell you want to call it. But 9 months in, like he's just meeting with them, and the big plan is to open the ports 24/7. Like you're just doing this now. Again, that could be crazy. I don't know what it's like to run the free world. Seems like a hell of a job you shouldn't want, but 9 months later, pretty much. I mean, what the hell is today? We are 1 week away from 9 whole months, calendar months at least. And you're just meeting with them now. And granted, he's been on vacation more than he's actually been at work, to include through all this and Afghanistan and all that. But, those are all semantics. Why should I pick on him? That's mean of me. That's being mean, Jesse. Because, call a spade, a shovel, an incompetent fool, a philandering whore. Call it like it is and like you see it. Don't play games with it. Like this close to 9 months, and now we're opening up 24/7, working with these companies and just meeting with the leaders now. I'm sorry if you don't have a problem with that. You are actually textbook. What the hell is wrong with the entire country right now? So, round of applause for you. If you don't think there's anything absolutely wrong with any of this, like this is ass backwards, and this isn't leadership. This is called insanity. As waiting forever to actually deal with anything like the border, all that, like doing it over and over again, expecting like a different result, or I don't know what the hell they're doing. But this is legitimate insanity. Sorry. Actually, not sorry. I'm like the Reese's commercials. Not sorry, Reese's. This is absurd. That he's finally just meeting with them now, pretty much 9 months. I mean, it's been a week. I'm sure he'll get yelled at. It's been a week. 1 more week and it's 9 months. Whatever, dude. This long, like we're just dealing with it now. One time, get into the price of all the goods. We'll get into the inflation stuff another day. Just off of this, I mean, and then he went on to say that we shouldn't have to depend on other nations for goods, supplies, and materials to make goods. I swear there was another guy, who said that all the time. Can't quite put my finger on who it was, but he also said it's been happening, like all of this. And he signed his, Build Back Better, yada, 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 all of his bills that he's put through. And I swear, when a certain someone, when he was president, and even last year during, the pandemic, said that, why aren't we making the things here? Why are we importing everything from all over the place? Why don't we have all this manufacturing happening here? Everyone called him a xenophobic, racist, warmongering. He just wanted to alienate our allies and piss everyone off. He was called everything under the book. That Orange Godzilla guy. At least that's what everyone described him as. I mean, sorry, not sorry, kind of thing. All the things they called him out, here they are. They're like, yeah, it's the greatest thing ever. We should do it here. That's exactly what Trump was saying for years when he was getting called a racist pile of excrement. And now everyone's applauding this like it's the greatest thing ever. That's why I hate so many people, because they're all hypocrites. I don't like hypocrites. I don't like liars. Don't really like idiots, but we're all dumb and idiotic in some form or fashion. So everyone gets a pass on that because no one's perfect. No one doesn't have a moment where they're slightly stupid or a lot stupid. But the people that are condoning all this are blithering idiots, because most of them were literally ripping him a new one. And all the people that thought it was a good idea as being racist, just everything. Trying to alienate us from our allies. Why aren't we working with people? Oh, it's so bad. This, that, and the other. And now they're running like it's the greatest thing ever. And he ran on it, which is the most mesmerizing part. It comes out of Trump's mouth as bad. It comes out of Biden's mouth, everyone runs it as good. It's just the absurdity and the flat out level of stupid involved with it all. That hurts my brain, but we all do remember when all of that was, happening. It was really, really bad. Really, really bad for a lot of years when he was running and saying you want to do things like that. But, as I digress, what do I know? I'm not a politician. I'm just a dude that, pays attention to bills and what people say, because actions speak louder than words. When they run, say we're gonna they run and say this is all bad, but then they turn around and say it's all good. So you say that, what that means it was good then. Because it's the same shit. See, I finally slipped. I've actually been good now. Yesterday and today, proud of myself. And all the wrestling shows I've done, I haven't slipped really at all. I think that's number 2. So, but in that, in this, supply chain thing, oil and gas are hitting it too. Because we have to get the stuff here somehow, don't we? Which also goes into the price of the goods and all that. Again, we're getting into that at a later date, but prices for gas and all that are the highest since 2014. Can't deny it. Sorry. If you don't like it, told you so. I don't know. We all knew it was going to happen. I don't know where the hell you were during all of it, but we all told you it was going to happen. There's some vibrato for you on that one. And us asking, depending on and asking Russia and that for help. Well, they, got to finish, work on their pipeline. So they now control a lot of, everything over in Europe. We're asking them for help. We're now depending on them to help us while we're having all these shortages. And again, transport, getting the stuff into and all that, this is all a big thing. It all does rotate and revolve around one thing, and policy is being run by that one thing. But Russia, the people that are trying, want to bring back the old Soviet Union, are screwing everyone in Europe like they did last year. We're depending on them. When, last year, by the end of Trump's thing, we were actually having a surplus of energy, and we're damn near pretty much, energy independent. We had surplus that we could sell off to people. So we didn't have to depend on everyone else. Now we're back to, it's not fully in effect yet, but we're asking them for help. We shouldn't, you can't say that we shouldn't be depending on these people for goods and supplies and resources to make these goods and yada, yada, yada. And then turn around and be asking Russia for help with the gas thing. Sorry. It's the same exact thing. So you're actually an idiot. And we were doing really, really good on energy until they came in and tanked it all. And they really did, regardless of what you want to say. I mean, look at the policies, look at the stuff. It's all right there in front of your face. And just like the price of everything else, they are expecting to go up. It's going to keep going up and get more expensive, which hurts people on the bottom of the economic chain. Last time I checked, because they're already the tightest with their money. So, it makes, getting to and from work and heating their house and all that. And then if they have electric heat like I have here, I mean, they have to run their power plants that I'm getting stuff from somewhere. So that's going to make all that like it's a big, vicious, endless cycle. And they actually don't see it ending. Like they say, it's going to continue to go up for the foreseeable future. So thanks for that one. Said that. But hey, everything else is going up too. And in the bill that they're trying to get through, the big trillion after trillion after $1 trillion, just where the hell is it coming from? Beats the hell out of me because we don't have it. That whole thing, they want to raise the gas and oil tax. So it gets, then it costs more money then too, which makes it more expensive, which then again hurts the bottom. So if it's not supposed to hurt the bottom, only the people that make this much are going to get hurt. Right now, people at the bottom of the thing are paying more for gas, which hurts them. They're paying more for, electricity and stuff because that's powered by, gas and all that, which hurts everyone. Like that gas tax and oil tax is going to hurt them because they have to pay for the stuff. Like it actually does shaft everybody. Which again, I think, how many people were saying that last year this was going to happen? I swear there's a lot of people that said it. No one wanted to listen at all. They just yelled at me. Lots of yelling at me. And from this point last year, gas prices are up 42.1% from a year ago today. There's another good thing that I saw. Well, I'm still on that point. Regular unleaded gas. This was from, a little bit ago, but $2.18 a year ago. And now it's up to $3.24. And this was weeks ago, about a week ago when I got that and took it. Up over $1 average. Like New York City is up $5. I mean, California, it's only going to get worse. And it affects every single person, especially the ones on the bottom. So all you people that said he's not going to tax, he's only taxing the rich. Yeah, what do you call the prices on this? And then the goods going up, which means you start getting less, like General Mills family size cereal. I think it was General Mills when the size of the box, the price went up, but the amount of cereal went down by 1.3 ounces. Like, who does that affect? That affects the people that are at the bottom of it because they're the one, because they're the one that make the least amount of money. So all this stuff going up really, really shafts them regardless of what you do to their taxes. So congratulations. That's how this works. For anyone that doesn't understand, I know there's a lot of people in there that don't understand. But between the shipping stuff, oil and gas, inflation, it's all one giant circle. Like it all circles back around. Circle back sake. I haven't heard her say in a while because you probably got tired of hearing about it. But like it all is encompassing. Like it's all the same thing. It is. It all goes hand in hand. Oil and gas, supply chains, all that, because people have to make it, there's people have to ship it. Price of everything's going up, price of oil and gas is going up. Like there's all these things are all they're all compressed into one giant problem. And we told you so. But the real damning thing though about it all is that they're not going to, they're not going to tax anyone that makes less than yada, yada, yada. Like all of this is hurting them, like even worse than taxing them more. The price of everything going up everywhere, to include gasoline, skyrocketing and still going up. That affects everybody, and especially the people on the bottom. So, like, that's just the way it is. You can try to argue me. You can't. There's not one damn thing you can argue in any of that. And y'all know it. The price of everything going up, to including gas and all these shortages, that hurts the people at the bottom who make the least, because now they have to spend a lot more money when things were already tight. Mr. I'm going to help everybody. Everyone says he's going to help everybody. Well, right now, actually, all they're doing is spending, and the rate of inflation is up higher than, price of, earnings, percentage going up, inflation's more, which means it's not actually helping at all. So congratulations on that. I hate to say I told you so, but we'll get into the inflation thing later. I do really think that it's a big thing. We really need to figure this out. I just don't get how, with all this stuff going on, like Pete Buttigieg was laughing about it, and we're just now, literally, just about 9 months into his administration, months, some of these things have been sitting off for shore. These shipping, containers sitting on these boats forever. They're just doing it now, just meeting with them. Like, we've been hearing about it for months. I'm just saying some of them are still there. Like, I'm sorry, if you don't have a problem with that, you're kind of dumb. When I say you're kind of dumb, you're really dumb. Like, it shouldn't take that long to do God-forsaken anything. Like, with the VA kind of moves faster than you at anything, almost faster, almost. Like, you have a problem. Depends on what doctor you go to. But sadly, it's going to keep going worse. I'm going to keep talking about it. I'm not going to shut up about it because it's ridiculous. And it's exactly what we all said was going to happen. We all got told we were crazy people for thinking was going to happen. So we'll see. I don't want to see it get worse for anyone, especially people that are on the bottom of it. Like, I'm not Richie. It affects me. It already affects me. It affects my people. Lots of people that are really, shafted because of it and have to do a lot of traveling and all that. Hopefully it gets better, but I don't see it doing anything at all. And it's a damn shame, but I told you so. Really did. Here's another told you so. Something that managed to stay in this giant infrastructure, or whatever they want to call it, bill. The IRS snooping on bank accounts, like, that's still in there. They kept it in there. Like, anyone that tries to tell me it's not a horrific overreach by them for putting it in there and keeping it in there, you're part of the problem. If you don't have a problem with that, there's something, their neurons missing and not firing in your head properly. So please go get yourself checked out for your own well-being. Just saying. Because not only are they going to go after the rich, they're using more taxpayer dollars to give them the amount of resources, people that they need to be able to snoop on literally everybody's thing when we're already at a deficit every year from tax dollars because we just have a spending problem. So let's just go and spend more money because somehow that's going to find the money that they're spending and rebuke it or whatever you want to refill the coffers with it. It's physically impossible, and you're stupid if you think it's going to happen. Especially, you're stupid. You're really stupid. I've been nice about it. I try to be. Like, I'm not even going to say there's something not firing in your head. You're dumb. If you believe anything when they say it's only to go after the extremely rich to see who's cheating on their taxes and make back all this money. Okay. They might find some people. It might help. But if it was only to go after the rich, then can someone please enlighten me why they're doing it for any bank account that has $600 in, which pretty much last time I checked covers everyone across the spectrum, everybody. They want to be able to check in on everybody's bank account, see where every dime they spend goes. And if you don't have a problem with that, you really are a cataclysmic jackass. You're dumb. Pretty much communist. I don't know what to call you. Really don't. But if it was to go after like the only rich, why like they're spending all this extra taxpayer money to give them all the resources they need to go after literally everybody when we're already at a deficit and they're never going to make up the money back that they're spending to do it. To literally look at everyone's account. Because if it was only the rich, the number wouldn't be anywhere near $600. That literally leaves pretty much everybody. Like I said, it could even go lower. Like, who the hell doesn't think that is a cataclysmic overreach? The government could like look into your bank account whenever the hell they want to see wherever the hell you're spending your money on everything. Sorry. There's these things called rights and all these other things. And if you're okay with that, you are well beyond part of the damn problem. You're a ranting, raving lunatic. You're gone. You're nuts. You are the most naive human being on the face of God's green earth. If you're okay with that, don't think, oh, they're not going to do it. Well, they wouldn't put the number at 600 if they weren't going to do it. Like the gas mileage tax. It's only a pilot program. Yeah, to test it out. It's in there to run a test program to see how much money they could make off of it. They wouldn't put it in there like it's only a test thing. Yeah. Why the hell do you think they're testing it? Because they want to do it. They say it's only testing. Sooner or later, it's going to come out to a real thing. By the time anyone actually cares, actually gets thrown up in arms, it's going to be too late. All the people going just to testing. They wouldn't do it if they weren't planning on doing it. Just like this $600 thing, like to get the rich, right? That's why you're going after $600. You're going after everybody, you scumbags, you idiots. Anyone's an idiot. You think that's the thing? You're an idiot. If you don't like it, too bad. You're an idiot. There's no helping you. I'm sorry. I wish I could give you better news, but I can't. There's no helping you. If you fall for their lines, because they're literally doing it, it's literally in the bill, like in the legislation to make it a real thing. Like they wouldn't be testing out if they didn't want to do it. They wouldn't be saying $600 is the bank account limit, which pretty much covers anyone working if they just wanted to go after the rich. And we're already like cataclysmically screwed when it comes to the deficit every year anyway, because we don't make anywhere near tax stuff because they have a spending problem. This is just encouraging them to do more spending that they're never going to make back. So anyone that's for it, I'm sorry, you're stupid. Like they can look at all the rich people, all they want, all their paperwork when they do their taxes. Why do you think they do taxes? If they're not happy with what the richies are doing with all these tax write-offs and exemptions, they're the ones that wrote it. They write the tax code. The rich people don't. That falls on them too. Like this is going to do nothing but just spy and pry into people's lives even more. People are like, oh, that's okay. If you think it's okay, you're an idiot. If you don't like it, I'm not sorry. It's like we have rights and we have all kinds of things, and the Democrats are putting all this stuff in there. It's them. There's a few, 15 Republicans that are going along with it. Otherwise, it's all Democrats across the board. And the rhinos, shocker, the rhinos that have been there forever. They're the ones agreeing to it. Shocker. Like they don't care. They just want to keep making money. They don't care about you. They really don't. And this is just one more great way to invade everyone's privacy and stick their nose where they don't belong. Kind of free, people have like the government looking at every single person's bank account, spying on all their finances at free will. Like it's cool. People just, whatever. Like, no, bro, this isn't a whatever situation. This is horrifically screwed. It's like all of it, but we told you so on all of it. Across all the fronts, whether it's been, like anything we covered today with the IRS, gas and oil tax that I mentioned, the supply chains, making everything back here being racist last year, but good suddenly when Biden said it. Like, why is it happening? Why did it take him 9 months to do it? What's up with the border? Like, there's so many things that people are like, I'm very proud of him. Why? He hasn't done anything. Everything is actually cataclysmically worse than it was. I have a plan for COVID. It's all Trump's fault. More people, same numbers. I think even more deaths in less time with vaccines and all kinds of stuff. Like nothing is better. We are worse off than we were with the last guy last year when the pandemic was in full swing. I don't say this to be trying to pick sides, but it's true. Look at all this stuff. Things are getting worse. Things are continuing to get worse. Inflation is going up. Prices are going up. Supply chains are kind of screwed. Gas, oil, all these things going up with no sign of slowing down. They're only going to keep going up. His people's words, not mine. Like this is a bad, bad thing. And no one seems to care. And I really don't understand how so many of them don't care. Like Drew, for example. I mention his name all the time. I don't get how he doesn't care. I don't get it. It's all right in front of your face. I mean, you don't even have to be that smart to see it. It's literally reaching out and punching you in the neck. But yet here we still are. Everyone arguing the fact and doing it's just like I wish I could understand what goes on inside of their heads that they're still proud, or the people that are even writing the damn bills because they know 2,700 pages. They can sneak whatever they want there because no one's going to read it. And that makes them garbage human beings and dumpster fires and all kinds of other stuff that I've wished not to say. Actually, I wish I would, but I'm trying to be nice, trying to be better. Like, I'm sorry, but if you support any of that, there is something wrong with you, letting them spy on everything, tax you to death and everything, and then you still what? They're not doing it to people that make this much and the poor. No, they're actually shafting them more than anyone. I just want everyone to wake the hell up. I'm not asking for much. Just use your brains. Just a little bit. If anyone on the other side is listening to me, comment, tell me what you think, but just use your brains. None of this is good. And it's all because of garbage policies done by idiots. And it's taken them just a week shy of 9 months of being in office to even do anything about the problems with all these boats sitting out. Like, what the hell? Where the hell have they been? It's been sitting there for months. Like, we've been having the problem for forever. You're just meeting with people now, which is why the problem's going to keep getting worse because the country's run by idiots. They said the adults are back in charge. Right. Like, this is like teenagers running the house when the parents are gone for a week and all hell breaking loose. It's really what this is the equivalent to in my eyes, because it just keeps getting worse. It's not getting any better. Literally no sign of it getting better. Only getting worse, according to even his own people. So I don't know. But someone comment, tell me what you think. I just can't believe it's happening, and people are still happy and like letting it slide. Like, I don't know about you, but inflation numbers, oil and gas way higher than they were. Short supply of stuff with boats just sitting out there waiting to be unloaded for forever. They're just now doing something about it. Going to do oil and gas tax to make it worth letting the IRS snoop on everyone as a way to make more tax money. Like, you're not going to, sorry, but people at $600, I'm pretty sure you're not finding people cheating on their taxes or anything then. They're trying to sneak it in there and getting away with it, and no one cares. I just don't understand like how that many people could just be, I don't know, brainwashed or naive or flat dumb. I know a lot of them, like Drew, keep mentioning, but it doesn't directly affect me, so I don't care. Well, a lot of these things do. The price of everything going up affects him. Gas for his car affects him. Gas prices and oil because he drives a truck for McCarthy Tire for a living affects him because boss has to pay more. Goods, gonna need those. Trucking, so into his bank account affects him. So maybe this will be the one to get him. I don't know. Maybe it'll be the one to get them all. But this is all absolutely crazy to me, and I just don't get it. But yeah, that it doesn't affect me, so I don't care. I don't know why you care. Mentality just irritates me to no end. But I went off on an explosion well over 100 episodes ago. I think it was 100 about it. But that being said, I'm going to get off my soapbox. I appreciate the listen and the watch. Remember, the videos are on Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble. The audio is on Anchor, Breaker, Sketcher, Radio Public, Pocket Casts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple and Google Podcasts, Overreach. Yeah, forgot that one. Hey, all way too many for my brain to remember, but it's all there. Remember, follow along on all of them. If you want to down with the videos, just catch up on everything, listen to it. Oh, and the videos are on Instagram too, as long as they're less than an hour long. Can't forget that, as they're all updated there that I could get on there. If you want to follow along on the audio, I appreciate that. Sponsored appreciates that. I get recognition for every listen that I get. So please follow along on Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Anchor, Radio Public, Pocket Casts, all of them. Everyone but iHeartRadio. I don't get compensated for that, but you can still listen there. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for the watch and listen. Educate yourself on this stuff. Don't be so naive. And if it doesn't affect you directly, you should still care because it affects somebody in the damn country. You selfish piles of goo. But enjoy the rest of your night. Thanks for checking me out. I'll be back. And until next time, my friends, educate yourself, be kind to each other, and peace.